Hey everybody, how's it going? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl, Khadijah Baines here, #1 clarity queen, #1 brand strategist here, and I'm bringing you guys another Chaos to Clarity episode. So, if you guys aren't already familiar with me, my name is Khadijah Baines, and what I'm a brand strategist, okay? I help you and your business get to the next level when it comes to online visibility and when it comes to clarity, making sure that you are communicating a clear brand message to reach your target audience, okay? So what I like to do is on my videos, I like to show you exactly the behind the scenes strategies of what you can actually start implementing in your business for free watching these videos, okay? So if you like free stuff, keep watching this video all the way until the end because I'm going to give you some major brand strategies that are honestly worth like $3,000, okay? Just to be honest, it's worth that much. So keep watching, stay tuned, get your notepad out and take notes so we can actually get you to be able to start taking action now in your business. So don't be afraid, go ahead, click the link below to subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? This is something that's going to help completely catapult your business from here all the way up, and it's going to help your return on your investment dramatically, okay? So, first thing I want to talk about is pretty much how and what to look for when visually presenting your brand online, okay? So, if you're someone who has social media, if you're someone who has a website, guess what? This video is going to benefit you. So, hey, what's up, thing? JTZ in the building. So if you're someone who has a website or someone who has a brand, or maybe you're just an individual trying to brand yourself, keep watching this video because I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do and how to actually go about strategizing it so that you can brand yourself online in a very crisp way. Now, trust me, I've learned from my mistakes, okay? I've had to rebrand myself at least 3 times because I did not understand these basic concepts. So the #1 concept you want to understand is this when you're developing your brand, okay? Now, if you're not familiar with what a brand is pretty much how you present yourself online visually, okay? So when it comes to your brand online, there's a specific way that you want to make sure that you position yourself to your audience visually so that they know exactly, as soon as they look at your brand, they know exactly what it is that you do for them as far as a service that you offer to make sure that you can solve their problem. So, hey, how's it going? Hi, what's up, Bang Bang? JTZ in the building. What's up, man? So, guess what? If you got a business, keep watching because I'm going to help you make some money. Boom. How that sound? Sound good? Awesome. So I'm going to get my marker because we're going to be very professional on this live. I'm going to show you guys on the whiteboard. Okay? So let me show you guys. What's the first thing you need to do when it comes to branding yourself online? The first thing is this. In order to brand yourself online, you need to know who you're trying to communicate to. Just like how I'm talking to you right now, just like how you're watching this video, you know, okay, Khadijah, she's cool, she does videos, she's pretty popping, she got her thing going on, she does branding, she helps people get clear. That's what Khadijah does. And when I communicate to you, I make sure that I talk directly to new entrepreneurs, or I'm talking to business owners who just might not understand how the online industry works. That's my audience. So you need to know who is your audience that you're positioning your business in front of. Are you targeting men and women, or are you just targeting women? Are you actually in the health and fitness niche? Are you only wanting people who wants to be healthy, who's working out, who's into that dietary type stuff? Or maybe you're more in the corporate niche. Maybe you're doing consulting. Maybe you're helping lawyers and doctors like what I'm doing. So you want to know exactly who your audience is so that you know who to position your brand in front of, okay? And if you guys have any questions, let me know if you have any questions. If you have a business and you want to ask me questions about it, comment your questions down below so I can answer them during this live, okay? All right, so the first thing you want to do is identify your audience, okay? So let me put this down. So you want to identify your audience. So one, identify audience. Okay, so that's the number one thing you want to do first, is identify your audience. Then, after you identify your audience, you know who you're talking to, you know who wants your offer, you want to make sure you pick your colors for your brand. I know that sounds very simple. I understand that sounds like it's not important, but honestly, it will make or break your business. If your business does not communicate the proper colors when it comes to who you are connecting with, as far as your audience, it could make or break a sale. So let's say I'm targeting men, but I'm only using pink. That doesn't make sense. You want to use pink if you're like trying to put your offer in front of men. If I create a product online and I'm only having on my website nothing but pink, and when you go to my Instagram, it's nothing but pink, and I'm targeting men, that doesn't make sense. It's not going to attract that type of audience. I would want to use unisex colors. I would want to use green. I would want to use blue. I would want to use maybe gray, or maybe I would want to use orange. That's a unisex color. Or red. I love red. You know what I mean? So find colors that make sense, that communicate to your audience. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute as to why colors are important when it comes to you starting to build up from your brand, okay? So all of these little pieces are so important. Like, understand this. The small things make the biggest difference, okay? The small things are what create the big results. So it's the small little habits that create the biggest results. It's the small little details that are going to create the biggest results in your business. So the number 1, 2 thing is this. Pick your colors. So pick brand colors. Okay, so pick your brand colors. After you pick your brand's colors, this is what you want to do. You want to start to think about your font. I know your font sounds simple, but if you're creating a website, or if you're doing social media and you're doing certain posts, you know, you have the little quotes over your photos on your website, you're writing valuable content on your website, maybe it's a blog that you want to make sure you're using proper font. Like, if I go to a website and it looks crazy, like the font is just a mess, it's going to distract me so much that even if there's valuable content on the site, I'm not going to want to read it because it looks a mess. It's the same thing for your site. You want to make sure that the font is consistent. So not having a bunch of fonts because you feel like you want to write pretty in cursive. Like, have fonts that make sense when it comes to your brand and when it comes to who you are actually communicating to. So since, like, far as my consulting agency, I help doctors. That's my number 1 thing that I do in my business. I help doctors in my consulting agency. So doctors, they're pretty simple. So I use simple font. That's what I do. So you want to make sure you're communicating in a very crystal clear way to your target audience. And thank you for the love. All right, so that's number 2. So we got number 1, identifying who your audience is, understanding who you're talking to, understanding who you're connecting to. And then the second thing, like I mentioned, is pick your brand colors. So your brand colors are going to connect with your audience even more. Don't focus on your favorite colors. It's all about what makes sense for the business, what makes sense for your brand. And then the next thing is this. You want to, oh yeah, I said pick your font. Let me write that down. Pick your font. Pick font. All right. So number 4 is the cream of the crop, okay? When it comes to your website, this will make or break it, honestly. This will make or break your website. Pick the pictures properly. Please pick the proper images. So pick the proper images. Okay, so pick your images that make sense. So let me give you an example. Let's say I'm targeting health and fitness. Let's say I'm in the health and fitness niche, okay? I'm selling a weight loss supplement. Do you think I'm going to have a bunch of skinny girls, like a bunch of skinny girls if I'm selling weight loss supplements? Like, I want to show the heavyset women that, hey, you can be super heavyset, but I'm going to show you what you're going to look like after you buy this product, after you buy this weight loss supplement. So you show them a before and after picture if I'm in that niche. Does that make sense? I'm not just going to show a bunch of photos of skinny women when I'm targeting overweight women. Or I'm not going to show, like if I'm targeting doctors or whatever the case is, I'm not going to show a bunch of stuff that has to do with like motorcycles. Like that doesn't make sense. You want to make sure you're communicating and you're actually using images that connect to your brand, that connect to who you're talking to. And then also the colors are important because when you're actually putting the images on your website, you want to make sure that the colors of the images coincide with the theme of the concept you're doing, okay? So let's say my theme is pink, okay? Let's say I'm using a pink theme, which I don't like pink at all. So never buy me anything pink. I don't like pink. So let's say I'm using pink, for example. If I'm using pink far as my concept for my website, I'm going to look for photos who have a splash of pink. I'm going to look for photos who have a splash of pink if I'm in the health and wellness niche. Like maybe girls have a pink workout outfit. Maybe someone is running and they have pink shoes. Like I'm going to look for splashes of pink. Not a whole bunch of pink, but just enough so that it coincides with the theme of my website, okay? So I'm going to see if anybody got any questions. He said, good, yes, all right. Okay, so that's the next thing you want to do. So identify your audience, pick your colors that coincide with your photos, make sure it makes sense, make sure you're picking the right fonts, and then, what was the last thing? Oh yeah, that's about it. So yeah. Okay, so I hope you guys were able to get some value because guess what? If you're starting your business and you're a new entrepreneur, let me know because this is what I do, literally. Even though I'm like all chuckles and I'm bubbly and I like to have fun, at the end of the day, I'm a businesswoman first, okay? I'm always thinking business, no matter what. I'm always thinking business. So if you have a business and you're a new entrepreneur, or maybe you're someone who's had your own business for a couple years and you're just not familiar of how to transition online. Maybe you've always had a brick and mortar business and you're not sure how the online industry works. Let me know because what I have a private group, a private Facebook group that I help with clarity and I also help with branding yourself, okay? I also do one-on-one coaching. So if you want me to really help your business brand itself, reach out to me in my DM and I will help you brand your business one-on-one for my one-on-one coaching sessions that I have available. So let me know. I also have my YouTube channel. It's free. So if you just want some stuff for free, you can go below, click the link to my YouTube channel, and you can get free content. So thank you guys so much for joining. I so appreciate you. And I don't have any questions, so I'm going to let you guys go. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 o'clock on the dot for another Chaos to Clarity episode. All right, guys. See you later.